Hey.
Guys.
We're in here now.
How are you?
Dear God, not gonna lie, I fucking love Sid's show. I love what he's doing. He's fucking rad.
Hell yeah.
Like we were like watching everything right now. Like,
And then we're like, oh shit!
it's time!
It's time! We gotta do this!
Oh.
All right. So how's everyone doing today?
We had a funeral we got to do today.
Yeah, we went to a celebration of life.
Celebration life.
Thanks. 2 badass shows back to back. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Hey, Damon Bear.
Christopher Michael.
Hey,
You know,
Mikey.
Every time I say Christopher Michael's name, I always think of Christopher Robin.
It's okay. I call him Mikey, so I think of Ninja Turtles.
Oh, yeah.
Bro. And if you can't tell, orange, Mikey's my favorite.
Some pizza. Pizza's fucking amazing. I'm not going to lie. I love pizza. So
I realized I have done all these different horror themes, like, as we're doing this month, and we have a trick-or-treat background, and I never did trick-or-treat.
Trick-or-tits, more like that.
Well, I mean, with tits the size of pumpkins, you might as well make a jack-o'-lantern.
Trick-or-tits. That's a new porno right there.
I'm sure it's
that is a new
done.
porno right there.
Probably already been done. It has probably already been done.
Rule 34.
Mm-hmm.
If it exists, there is porn of it. There is. It's very much true.
Some of them freak me out, though, because I'm like, you're taking this a little too far.
Yeah, 2 girls in 1 cup.
No, it's not even what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, like, okay, so, like, League of Legends, when you got, like, Annie and Tibbers, and Annie's a kid, they've done a Rule 34 of it.
What about Star Whores? It exists. There's Star Whores.
It's true.
Go Google it.
All right, so tonight, it's a random show. We're being random.
We had a lot going on
some
today.
pretty big pumpkins.
Right? Carol!
Hey, Carol!
What is up, you awesome motherfucker?
Hey, Sid!
Sid!
Awesome show tonight, man.
Dude, I am loving your stuff, Sid. It's fucking rad.
Thanks, Carol.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you. Just so people can see what's going on.
Wait. Audrey, what? Hey,
Audrey?
Okay, Overwatch came out with a hamster hero, and within an hour of being announced, there was a porn on Reddit of the hamster. Yeah. I know!
Right? Rule 34, there's always porn of it. No
Rule 34 is very, very real.
There is dinosaur porn, too.
They did a freaking... Now, mind you, I appreciated that they made her older, but they did a Rule 34 of Annie and Tibbers.
What the hell is Annie and Tibbers?
Annie is the kid that has the teddy bear that she carries around. And her...
what?
It's League of Legends.
I have never played League of Legends. That's what we're downloading next. Hey, Audrey, I fucking got Skyrim finally for our PC. Dear God, it is gorgeous.
I told her already.
Remember
she said that you can make the Nords have swinging big dicks?
Yeah. I bought it a million times before.
I know.
For all my consoles.
I know. Okay, so to clarify, Annie, she was my main character, right? Because I love Annie and Tibbers. And I used to play as a Moo too. But so they've done a Rule 34 of Annie, but luckily the ones that I saw were her all grown up.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
yes, the Nords.
I okay, so seriously, real fast, I bit.
Yes, they look great.
They were awesome. I've had consoles my entire life, and Audrey's the one who helped me buy the computer that I got right now.
Because she's our awesome gamer girl.
Yeah, she's our awesome gamer girl. And she's...
in fact, before we do go any further, hold on.
Okay. No, so like I literally looked up I went on my Steam account, and like I looked up just see what they had on there. I saw Skyrim. I was like, well, I guess it's gonna be like 1,000th time that I bought this game because I've bought it a few times before on my consoles. I have it on my Switch. I have
four.
I had on my Switch, my Xbox 360, I think, and I had on my PS3. I had it on my PS4. and now I have it on my PC, and I am playing the
It's also on
shit out of
yeah.
it.
Yep. And then I've been playing Borderlands like crazy again because we got the Game of the Year edition, including the prequel and Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
And so, you know,
I
like hanging out around Claptrap so I can hear him go, "You want to hear me do dubstep? Whoop, 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 stop! Whoop, 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 whoop."
I checked our system requirements for the new COD that's coming out. I'm getting it for our PC because we can do this. We can do it on my system. The only thing I'm going to upgrade is the RAM like soon. But
Skyrim loves to re-release on everything. Yeah, it is on Switch because I play it on Switch as well.
yeah, well, this is the no, we
Fifth
bought
time
it.
we bought it.
We bought it once before. The reason why I bought it on Switch because they had all the Legend of Zelda armor on there. So
I wanted it because it was Skyrim.
yeah. Anyway,
all right,
so what are we doing tonight?
guys.
We're talking about video games, but now we're getting on with this.
It's the random show. We can talk about whatever the fuck we want.
I know.
So
Well,
as
we
you can
did
tell,
have
I went
a
all
slight
Halloweeny.
I'm wearing a Tormentor shirt. It looks like Master Shake. Look at this shit.
My pumpkins are.
I fucking love Tormentor, but this shirt looks like Master Shake.
It looks like Master
from
Shake
Aqua
for sure.
Teen Hunger Force.
Claptrap is the best. If you've played Night at the Inventory 2, the poker Night at the Inventory 2, Claptrap is one of the characters that you deal with, and he's even funnier on there. But yeah, no, I have jack-o'-lanterns going on, and he has
Tormentor.
Master Shake Tormentor.
Tormentor's one of the best fucking black metal bands ever. They're like proto black metal. They came out.
Hey,
out in the 80s.
Dustin.
Hey, Dustin. What's going on? Oh, Damon Barrow. What's going on? We saw you in there for a second.
Hello.
Yeah, Tormentor came out in like the mid '80s, along with like Mayhem. They were like one of the first, and they are fucking badass. Have you ever heard if you ever really like into Faces of Death or like Traces of Death? Faces of Death like actually had their they had Dissection, the band Dissection from Sweden, covering their song Elizabeth Bathory on there, and that was the first time I ever heard them. It was on VHS tape.
Nice.
I'm old, so.
So
yeah.
today we're going to talk about Halloween. Shocker, right?
Yeah, we've been doing it we're on the third time.
And we are going to chat about Damon Baird got Borderlands, the first one, remastered for Xbox and beat it.
Yeah, the Switch, the one we got for the Switch is all three of them and all the content that came out for it. So
nice. I'm excited.
Yep.
Because there's other characters. I've been playing as the Siren because
I also bought this really expensive Xbox controller and I knocked stuff over.
And he's knocking my shit over.
Yeah. Because I can't do key and mouse.
Oh, it was really funny watching him try, though.
I am a freaking almost 40-year-old man. I have been playing on console this entire time. I can't do key and mouse. I can't. I can't.
I know I play as Siren. Yeah.
So
I can't help it. She's amazing.
We went and spent like $100 and something on a new controller. I was like, I gotta get it. Get it, babe. I'm sorry, I'm getting it.
He's all, I can't. He's like, how do you do this?
I was like, I can't.
What are the directional keys?
I know this is coming with my right hand on here because it's backwards, but this is my left hand. I was like, I'm not getting it. I can't do it. My mouse hand was doing great, but this hand was like, I'm not doing it. And then I went right back to controller.
I need to teach you how to do it without even using the mouse.
Can't do it.
Okay.
Can't do it.
Okay.
All
okay.
Right. So
we're going to tell some of our favorite spooky stories. We're going to talk about our favorite songs around this time of year. I mean, I guess if I had to name one right now, All Hallows Eve.
Oh,
Typo Negative.
Well, you know who that is a tribute to, right? Dimebag Darrell.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
Was it?
Yes.
Because
so Typo Negative did two songs.
I was gonna say because that one's talking about a chick.
No, All Hallows Eve is a tribute to Dimebag Darrell because he always dressed up as Kiss. He loved fucking Kiss. And I'm dead serious.
Cruel Be the Winds is the.
Oh no!
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I'm thinking, what's the other one that's tribute to that? It's about Halloween. Christmas in Hell, Halloween in Heaven. Yeah, that song.
That one's yeah.
But yeah, All Hallows Eve is pretty fucking rad.
I was gonna say because All Hallows Eve came out before Dimebag died.
So I used to have a playlist that, back when I was a kid, what I would do, I would have my songs I would play, and I'd had to play Black Number One by Typo Negative. Then All Hallows Eve. I do remember that. Then we had Wolf Moon. Well, the entire October Rust album.
Oh God, yes.
October Rust is fucking awesome. Like,
I mean, that whole album's perfect for Halloween.
Well,
anyway,
it goes like you can even I would dare say October Rust is very much a Nightmare Before Christmas before Christmas ever. Well, I mean, it did come out. No, actually, you're right. Yeah, it came out like Nightmare
Was
Before
this
Christmas.
a mixtape? Tucker said.
Yeah. It's very much a mixtape,
and it was written on in Sharpie.
So. Yeah, Nightmare Before October Rust came out, and like it was pretty much a
Nightmare. I was gonna say Nightmare Before Christmas came out in '93. It started production in '83.
Nightmare Before Christmas or October Rust came out a couple years after that. So
yeah, so it's not before.
Whatever. But October Rust is very much a Nightmare Before Christmas.
And of course,
album.
I would know that, wouldn't I?
Yeah, it's a fucking awesome movie.
Some of my other favorite Halloween music. I mean, I put metal in our description, but like
fast. The reason why I was saying it was Nightmare Before Christmas is because on the album there's Red Waters for Christmas, Red Waters for Christmas Morn or something. I can't think of it. Christmas Morn, yeah. Okay. Red Water, take them away. I fucking love Typo Negative.
Oh God, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Every metalhead chick had a crush on
Peter Steele.
Peter Steele at some point.
Peter and his Steele. Jesus Christ. Go Google the pics from Playgirl.
He did do a Playgirl spread.
Chandra, yes.
What's up?
Chandra. Her and I would listen to October Rust together. We were just friends because she's awesome.
I don't know why you had to put it that way.
Well, I kind of like, Type of Negative, but like we always, like Chandra and me always had conversations about Type of Negative.
Well,
we fucking love Peter Steele.
Every metalhead girl, like I said, has had a thing for Peter Steele.
Chandra was in the army too.
Another. I can tell from her picture that has her PT shirt on.
I was like, she could fuck me up.
She has that Playgirl.
Yes.
Yes. Share the wealth, girl.
No, don't, because we'll get taken down.
Oh,
Do not put pics up.
Not putting the pics up. Jesus Christ. Yes, every October, Tucker has to listen to the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Did you miss our show?
Well, we did it back in September.
Well, yeah, that's true. Because on my birthday, we dressed up. I dressed up as Frankenfurter.
I dressed up as Eddie.
He dressed up as Eddie. Natalie dressed up as
Odd Mother.
Magenta.
Odd Mother dressed up as Magenta. And then we had Sid.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
Oh, I forgot.
What?
I forgot she was in the Navy.
Army's better than Navy. What?
She got mad, Jade, because we were talking about like I had a chance to serve and I never did, but I was like, well, back when the Iraq War started up, and we're like, dude, if the draft comes, my buddy and me were like, if the draft comes, I'm joining the fucking Navy, and because, well, I'm a Viking, and I fucking love the Navy. And Liz was like, how fucking dare you? I was like,
dare you?
Was either the Navy or the Marines, but never did.
So Christopher says that, or Mikey says that I play Halloween, the Candle, Abigail. I have the Witch. The Trees Have Eyes by King Diamond, Monster Mash, and Ghostbusters.
So you play mostly King Diamond. King Diamond's fucking rad.
Really?
Voice
really?
I don't know. Oh, wait.
Mother! So this has taken like a left turn so far on the Scary Stories.
Well, it's random.
But we can't help it because we're the random show.
So, what is your...
Damn right.
Yeah, I didn't, sir. I should have...
Damn right. Look at Jade, you're out. You're outnumbered. You got 3 of us here.
One of my biggest regrets is that I never signed up. I should have signed up, and I never did. Honestly,
by the way, side note, Jade, I love you.
Jade's awesome. Raina's awesome. She's fucking amazing. Yeah. No, I always go back and like think about that. Like, I should have signed up when I got out of high school, and I never did.
So like, I would have to say anything Oingo Boingo too for Halloween.
Danny Elfman.
Yeah.
Danny Elfman wrote...
I have been in love with Oingo Boingo since I was like 5.
Danny Elfman did practically everything musically, sonically for Tim Burton. Everything is Danny Elfman on Tim Burton. Everything.
Yeah, well, so
But
like,
with the exception of Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, he didn't do Beetlejuice.
did?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't do Beetlejuice because he started with
I
The
like
Nightmare
the
Before Christmas. Jada, I'd be on your side if I would have served in the Navy. I'm sorry, I would have been in the Navy. I know that for a fact.
So like, no, I used to have every Oingo Boingo album except for one, and it was before Danny was in the band, and it was in '78. It was the Mystic Knights of the Oingo Boingo before they went to just straight Oingo Boingo.
You mean like, so were they kind of like Moody Blues and shit? Ooh, oh, you are so
Yes!
right.
Woo!
Natalie, I think we had this discussion before. What about Sisters of Mercy? Fucking
Bella
Floodland.
Lugosi's dead is the goth Freebird.
It is! Bella Lugosi.
Danny Elfman is awesome.
Yes.
I love Danny Elfman.
Yeah, Sisters of Mercy, man. That's another thing I can play. Like this month is like Floodland. I can play anytime, but Floodland by Sisters of Mercy this month it has more meaning. I don't know what it is about it. So.
Oh, look, you got another Navy. Oh, Family of Marines. You know, that smells good. Whatever that
It's
is.
just neighbors. They're burning their fucking meat again.
Um,
Our neighbors don't
the
have a
attics.
barbecue.
The
Ooh,
attics
the
are
attics.
fun. Okay, I went to a Halloween night show of the attics, and I did my face like Monkey. It was fantastic.
Ooh, wow.
And I've met Monkey, and he is so amazing. So amazing.
You know, I could argue with that. I think we have had this argument before. I do like Bloody Kisses because I think it's a little bit heavier. I do think Bloody Kisses is heavier than October Rust, but there is something about October Rust. Like I actually ruined October Rust not because I didn't put it back in the CD case, but because I played it so much, and that I don't know. There's something about that album that brings out the spookiness, brings out like I don't know, like evil, everything, like and like just has this. Well, I mean, like Red Wolf's Moon, like the song Wolf's Moon, like Wolf Moon, like it has this feel that mist is going to come in, and then American Werewolf is going to start right there. But not only is American Werewolf going to start right there,
The attics.
like not only is American Werewolf going to start right there, but American Werewolf is going to start having sex with a vampire. Like it's fucking amazing.
I think one of the shows before Halloween times ends, I'm gonna have to do monkey makeup.
I think I'm just going to corpse paint again. We're going to blacklight.
So you'll do corpse paint and I'll do monkey.
Yeah. Because fucking black metal's awesome.
So are the attics, though.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween
I love the
movies, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Hocus Pocus, Beetlejuice, Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah, I know.
Any slasher movie, any
Slashers and gore.
I like slashers and gore. There's a reason for it because slashers and gore can kind of happen, like because it's like I got out of the zombie.
Yeah.
Natalie,
Yes.
Witch Mountain, and Something Wicked This
The
Way
cartoon.
Comes.
Yes. Yeah, the cartoon's fucking badass.
Yeah.
And the way that they did the Headless Horseman in it was amazing. Trick or treat!
Trick or treat's awesome, but no, something Wicked This Way Comes.
Wait. Let's see if I can do it. I'm wearing
Sam
Sam
Sidewalker.
Sidewalker socks.
I think I bought those for you last year, right?
No, I bought them for me this year.
I bought them for you.
Nope. You bought me the other ones.
No, but Something Wicked This Way Comes. With Witch Mountain and Return to Witch Mountain. Like, you guys have to understand, Disney back in the day actually was scary as fuck. It really was.
Chernabog used to scare the shit out of me.
Exactly. Yeah, fuck yeah, it was fucking amazing.
But
Like,
I love it now. I love it.
The epicness of fucking Chernabog actually got me into like,
Oh god, that song.
listening to like music that actually brings you up and just like actually it's just like oppressive and like just fucking coming in everywhere. Like I fucking love it.
And then after Chernabog, like night is over and day is coming, they go into Ave Maria. And it's night on Bald Mountain. And then they go into Ave Maria from that in Fantasia. after Chernobog is gone and asleep in the mountain?
Ooh,
The Black Cauldron. Yes.
by the prick of my thumb. I'm sorry, Marina. That's awesome. That's fucking rad.
The Black Cauldron.
Oh, sorry. Well, I guess we're gonna.
What?
At one time, my friend Bob came over and smoked me out.
Oh God.
And we had a
Oh,
fucking huge Halloween marathon. Yes.
So one Halloween, and I had this friend named Matt. Raina, you might remember him. He goes by Stitch. And there was one Halloween that I smoked way too much with him and had a freak out, but then decided that it was time to go trick-or-treating. Mind you, it was like the end of high school. I was 17. And decided to go trick-or-treating in the rich part of town where they give up in Anaheim Hills, or Hidden Hills, Yorba Linda, where they give out like the full-size candies. And I couldn't figure out why my because I was using a pillowcase, and I couldn't figure out why my pillowcase just had wrappers in it.
What?
Because I kept eating it.
Oh,
I was really walking fast.
fuck Anaheim Hills, man. They fucked you over. What the fuck?
The Scary Liz era. Yeah, she has some stories to tell you of when I was really crazy.
We need to get down south and hang out with fucking.
I know, we do.
I've been trying. We want to go down there and hang out. Right
hopefully next weekend. Not next weekend. The weekend after.
The weekend after we're camping.
Oh, we're camping. Yeah, that's right.
So, side note, we're next weekend we're doing Halloween spooky stuff, more face paint, all this other stuff. But the weekend after that, we are taking.
We're taking a hiatus.
We'll be back on Sunday
for our anniversary.
For our anniversary, but we'll be back on Sunday to do Reese Bleed Red because we both have to be working Monday. But other than that, Friday and Saturday,
you may get if we have reception, which I doubt we will. But if we have reception, you might get a little bit of something from us.
We have a camper that I inherited from my dad, and I have my truck that I inherited from my dad, and we are taking off to the mountains.
Yay!
In 2 weeks.
Yay! All right, so let's start off with one of the classic spooky stories. Do I have enough time to read it?
You have plenty of time. We have no one after us.
Okay, so as Raina may know, spooky camping. Sorry, ADD moment. Squirrel.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Spoopy camping.
Don't be sad, Peter.
Don't be sad, Peter. It's just spoopy.
That's why they call it spoopo. Yes, Gacy's tomorrow. Are you joining us, Shanra?
Are you, Shanra, real fast? Do you want us to send you an invite to actually be on StreamYard with us? Because we are going to be talking about Gacy.
And you can join us.
You can join us and be live with us.
I'm going to be the only one dressed
However
up
you want to
funny.
do this, send me a private message or talk about it on here.
Yeah, or just keep the conversation going.
Yeah, keep it going. Let's do this. Let's
do
this.
So, as Raina knows, one of my favorite authors forever has always been Edgar Allan Poe.
Balls are getting punched.
And what better time for me to read The Raven than spoopy time?
Shanra, you are in the same city as us. You can even come over tomorrow night.
Come over and have some beers with us.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
Text me.
All right, so.
Exactly, Shanra. Yes.
Drinky drinks. Drinks.
Text me, Shanra. I'll give you my address. We start at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, so you have to be over here
6:30.
at least 30 minutes prior.
So,
story time.
Story time. So I'm going to mispronounce some of these words. I'm not going to lie. Because it's Poe, and no matter how many times I've read it, there's still words that I just can't say properly. So ready? Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. 'Tis some visitor, I muttered, tapping at my chamber door, only this and nothing more. Ah, distinctly I remember, it was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I had sought to borrow from my book surcease of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Lenore. for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named Lenore, nameless here forevermore. And each silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before. So that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. Some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This it is, and nothing more." Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," I said, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is, I was napping, and so gently you came tapping, and so faintly you came rapping, tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door, darkness there, and nothing more." Deep into the darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal dared dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the darkness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was the whispered word, "Lenore." This I whispered, and an echo murmured back, "Lenore." Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the chambers turning, all my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping, somewhat louder than before. "Surely," I said, "surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see then what thereat is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind, and nothing more." Open here I flung the shutter, when with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but with mien of lord or lady, perched upon my chamber door, perched upon the bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. Then this ebony bird beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore. "Though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou," I said, "art sure no craven, ghastly, grim, and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is, on this night's Plutonian shore." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." Much I marveled this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly. God, I can't see. Though his answer little meaning, little relevance bore. For we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door, bird or beast upon the sculpted bust upon his chamber door, with such name as Nevermore. But the raven, sitting lonely on the placid bust, spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word did outpour. Nothing further than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, "Other friends have flown before. On the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before." Then the bird said, "Nevermore." Startled at the stillness broken by reply so aptly spoken, "Doubtless," I said, "what it utters is only stock and store, caught from some unhappy master, whom unmerciful disaster followed fast and followed faster, till his song and burden bore, till the dirges of his hope that melancholy burden bore, of never, nevermore." But the raven still beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, straight I wheeled a cushioned seat in front of bird and bust and door. Then upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself to linking fancy unto fancy, thinking what this ominous bird of yore, what this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt, and ominous bird of yore meant by croaking "Nevermore." This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing to the fowl whose fiery eyes now burned into my bosom's core. This and more I sat divining, with my head at ease reclining on the cushion's velvet lining that the lamplight gloated o'er, but whose velvet violet lining with the lamplight gloated o'er. Shall she press? Ah, nevermore. Then methought the air grew denser, perfumed by some unseen censer, swung by seraphim whose footfalls tinkled on the tufted floor. "Wretch," I cried, "thy God hath lent thee, by these angels he hath sent thee, respite, respite, and nepenthe from thy memories of Lenore. Quaff, oh quaff this kind nepenthe, and forget the lost Lenore." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." "Prophet," I said, "thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, whether tempter sent or whether tempter tossed thee here ashore, desolate yet still undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, on this home of horror haunted. Tell me, truly I implore, is there balm in Gilead? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, I said, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, by that heaven that bends above us, by the God we both adore, tell this soul with sorrow laden, if within the distant Aidenn it shall clasp a sainted maiden whom the angels name Lenore, clasp a rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Be that word or sign of parting, bird or fiend, I shrieked upstarting. Get thee back into the tempest of the night's Plutonian shore. Leave no black plume as a token of that lie thy soul hath spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Quit the bust above my door. Take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form from off my door. Quoth the raven, nevermore. And the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid bast of palace, just above my chamber door, and his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er him streaming throws a shadow on the floor, and my soul from out the shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore.
Every time I hear that story, every single time I hear that story, you know what I think of?
What?
The Simpsons.
Oh,
Treehouse
God.
of Horror. Little Treehouse of Horror.
Whatever. It's my favorite poem ever.
No, it was amazing. I fucking love it. Like, it's great. Like, it's seriously like just one of those fucking...
It's classic.
It's one of those ones that's a classic. What is it? Poe came out first, then Bram Stoker, then Lovecraft, right?
No, Lovecraft is from like the...
30s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovecraft's
Bram
from like the
Stoker was
20s.
right before Lovecraft. So...
Yeah.
But Poe's
the original.
The originator of...
Bart as the Raven, yeah.
Exactly.
Nevermore!
Nevermore!
He starts
He gets choked
choking
by
him.
Homer. It's like fucking amazing. Actually, that's another thing. Like,
she thinks of Vincent Price. I like that one a little bit better, to be honest.
Well, that's another thing about Halloween that The Simpsons took over. Like, it's the Little Treehouse of Horror. You have to watch it every Halloween.
I love the Treehouse of Horror.
I love it. And like the cool thing is like if Halloween like ends up on a day that Simpsons is not on, it comes out the week after or a week before. Like, so you're getting Halloween. Like, if Halloween's on a day where it's in the middle of the week, you're still can go for Halloween for another week with the Simpsons and stuff like that. I fucking love it. Like, and they do such a good job with it. Like every little thing. I think one of the Halloweens they did was Lord of the
Poe
Rings.
is the Poe Daddy.
Yep. Do you want to cut to a break real fast?
Do you want us to? Okay, so
Pee.
I'm gonna play a few things real fast.
I gotta pee real fast. I am so sorry.
Thanks for announcing it.
I'm gonna go to the men's room.
So one of the things, we are sponsored by WLFE, and that's what our show
We're
tomorrow night
sponsored by these guns.
is on.
From the
So I'm
men's
gonna
room.
play a couple things while he goes takes a
men's room.
tinkle.
Oh shit.
And hell, you know what? While we're waiting, exactly, I'll tell him when he gets back. while we're waiting, someone we're missing right now because it's haunt season and she's just fucking amazing and part of a haunt. Distortion.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip daddy, swallow me, gobble me, swallow me, drip daddy, swallow me, gobble me, swallow me, drip daddy, swallow me, gobble, 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 gobble me, swallow me, drip daddy, swallow me, quick, jump, pop, we let it get it, swallow me, take it, fucking, fucking, never get it, we're back at me.
I just can't help it. Oh look, he's back.
I'm back.
Hey, if you shook it more than twice, it's playing with it.
If I shook it more than twice, I'm going blind.
Mikey even confirmed it.
Shit balls, shit fuck piss. Hold on.
And this is why we have parental advisory on our things.
What did I step on? I just stabbed my toe.
Yeah, you might want to not step on things that are sharp.
There you go. Okay.
All right, so Frank has a story now.
Yeah. There's my book.
I mean, if you want to, I can keep reading Poe all day long.
Can you make a po' boy sandwich?
I'm just a po' boy, nobody loves me.
A po' boy sandwich is actually, honestly, in the reality,
He's just
it's
a po'
just
boy from a po'
it's a
family.
really sad South Park sandwich.
Careful with that tripod, Frank.
Right. Oh, you've told her things, haven't you?
Maybe. Hi, Angie.
What did I spill on the floor?
Beer?
Beer. So, let's do this.
Which one is it?
A Ghost in the Mirror, which is technically a Cradle of Filth song.
Well, we're also playing off of Mother de la Morte's
Angie, what the
show-
fuck is up?
show on Mirrors that she just finished this past Wednesday.
Well, I picked The Hand, but I actually read that last Saturday.
I could do the toe again.
Yeah. So, this is a scary game that young people sometimes play.
She read this.
Oh, she did.
She totally read this.
Well,
Never mind.
Never mind. I don't know. Pick something from Poe. I'll fucking... Ooh,
You
church. The church. There we go. There we go. So, there was a fellow named Larry Berger who wasn't afraid of anybody alive. But anybody who was dead scared the wits out of him.
I would imagine.
I'm sorry. I'm seeing dead hands coming up and scaring the fuck out of him.
Like Army of Darkness. I mean,
well, no, like Army of Darkness. We're all the he's like
and they just go both sides. They go like that.
And all the fists come at once.
By the way, drinking game. It's called alcohol poisoning. When you do the drinking game, every time Ash gets hit in the face.
Can we just watch Army of Darkness? I'll just drink through the whole thing.
Tang.
So, one night Larry was driving in the country in his old Jeep when he got caught in a bad thunderstorm. The rain was coming down in sheets. Since his Jeep didn't have a top, Larry started looking for a place to take shelter. But at the first place he came to, he didn't even slow down. It was an old deserted cabin, probably as dry as a bone inside. But Larry knew for a fact that it was haunted, and he wasn't going to stay there. A few miles further, he came to an old abandoned church, standing all alone in a field. It hadn't been used in years. All the windows glasses was gone, but it still had sections of the roofs intact. So Larry parked his Jeep and ran inside. It was as dark as could be in there, as dark as could be in there. Larry, I don't want to read this part.
Which part?
Larry groped around. I read so much true crime now, but I read the word groped, and I'm thinking, bro, you need the cops calling you right now. No fucking joke.
He was reaching around like this the whole time.
This dude is groping around in the dark. So Larry groped around until he found a pew and sat down. It was nice and dry, just as he had thought it would be. And he stretched out his legs and made himself comfortable. Suddenly, there was a big flash of lightning.
Bye, Larry.
And Larry saw that he wasn't the only one in the church. There were people sitting among almost every pew. They all had their heads bowed as if they were praying, and they all were dressed in white. These must be ghosts sitting in their shrouds, Larry thought. They must have come in from a graveyard to get dry. Larry jumped up and ran down the aisles as fast as he could, right smacked into the ghost.
Groping Larry.
And the ghost, he went, bah! That's all of it. That's it.
Oh, I think next band book club stuff, I might be able to read 2 stories. Or we could just do the Mask of the Red Death. I don't know.
Ooh, Cemetery Soup.
I like that one.
Do you want to read Cemetery Soup?
No, I was going to read Annabelle Lee. What do you guys think? Carol fucking Baskins did.
Carol fucking Baskins fucking was in that church.
Hold on.
So, yeah. What are we doing here? What are you doing?
There's a really funny
A burp.
parody.
Are we about to go into Infinity World?
Hold on. There's
Which is
a
Jeffrey
really,
Dahmer.
really funny parody.
Cannibal Lee.
Instead of Annabelle Lee, it was Cannibal Lee.
I don't think you're going to find it right now.
Oh, but okay. If you guys ever get the chance, look up Cannibal Lee. We can do Mask of the Red Death
Ooh.
next. Well, I'm not going to read right now. We don't have
Ooh,
enough
we can
time.
do that. We can do that Saturday.
I'm going to do
Mask of the Red Death is one of the best.
or Monday.
Have you ever seen a? Well, no, we have to.
Well, once we're finished
we
with.
could pause.
No, once we're finished with that, we could do that. Anyway, so.
Have you ever seen the
Oh God, I love Mask of the
Adrian
Red Death.
Paul version of Mask of Red Death? Oh, I fucking love it. Like the movie's fucking great with Adrian Paul. Like right before he became the Highlander. Sorry. Yeah.
So here you go. This is a short one. Not all of Poe's stuff was like super dark, by the way. One of these days, actually, we'll do an entire show on Poe because I actually have had his entire life memorized for a long time. I don't know if that's creepy or not.
Well, it's not creepy. It's just that he's a very.
I know
Awesome writer.
everything from the time he was
I did
3
the same,
years old through his death.
I did the same with Richard Lehman. If you guys ever like get a chance to read Richard Lehman, read Edgar Allan Poe. But I did the same with Richard Lehman. Like I every like part of his life, when I started actually getting into novels like when I was like late 20s. You know, I didn't have the patience for it before, and like all of a sudden, like I found splatterpunk. Splatterpunk is a very gruesome genre.
Oh, nice. Currently in a book club meeting, which we discussed the Mask of the Red Death. Nice.
Nice.
Poe was a very sad, yes.
Well, Poe, Bram Stoker, and H.P. Lovecraft really inspired Richard Lehman and Dean Koontz. Dean Koontz and Richard Lehman were best friends. Richard Lehman died in 2001 on Valentine's Day, but
wasn't it like in his driveway or
he
something?
died of a heart attack, and it's all right.
Like as he was
going,
walking out with his family or something.
His tradition for his family was to go out when Valentine's Day happened. His family, him and his daughter and his wife, like he would go out in the morning and buy Valentine Day cards for everybody. As he was going out to his driveway, he dropped dead of a heart attack right there. Like Richard Lehman was an amazing writer. He actually influenced Stephen King to be graphic. And the thing with Richard Lehman was he wasn't graphic for the sake of being graphic. He was graphic in the spots where he needed to be graphic.
Well,
that's the reason why they call him the grandfather of splatterpunk. Like
so, yeah.
Yeah.
So like, okay, yeah, Poe was sad. Like he went through so much, so much, even at a very young age. Because I mean, he was around the time when tuberculosis was a huge issue.
But he didn't die of that.
No, but he had so many people in his life die from it.
What did he die of, real fast? What we were talking about it. Like we actually discussed it.
It was actually I think it was like pneumonia, but it was kind of like unknown sources. He passed away. They found him in a gutter in clothes that weren't like even his own. But what I was gonna say was, so like when he was 3 years old, his parents died of tuberculosis. His mother. He ended up in a foster family. He and his brother, and later on in life, his foster mother, his adopted mother, ended up dying of tuberculosis. After which, his father got really violent and aggressive. It wasn't a part. They found him kind of like in a gutter, but yeah, he died alone.
It was during what I was trying to get at here. It was during an election year.
Yeah.
And what they would do at the time was we were talking about it extensively. They would.
Well, there's a theory that they would.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. You know more about it than I do, and you're better. You're more articulate than I am.
Well, there was a theory that they were redressing people and like drugging them or getting them really drunk, and they didn't have to like go far to get him drunk. He was already, after being rejected by a woman that he was supposed to be marrying, because she wanted a prenup. She, after his cousin wife died from tuberculosis, but he really did love her. He really truly loved her.
Real fast, that was actually the thing at the time. Like cousin wives. It really was. Mind you, it was just post Civil War.
Well, everybody in his life passed from, like, so many people passed from.
Right, Natalie. It actually, consumption is still in countries. Consumption being tuberculosis.
Yeah.
We were just talking about with Carl today.
You're like ADHDing me here.
I am so sorry.
I'm like having to jump everywhere.
He had to. The gentleman with the funeral today, the whatever life.
The celebration of life, yes.
Celebration of life. He was Swedish he is Swedish, and he was telling us that the first thing he had to be tested for was TB.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Well, what I was going to say is, when he was 16, his first love died from, I think, brain cancer. Talking about Poe again. The love of his life, who also happened to be his cousin, he was in his 20s. She was like 14. So like he did it before Jerry Lee Lewis did it.
Son of a bitch. Great balls of fire, right?
But she was singing. They had a party. He was playing the piano and she was singing. And she coughed. And when she pulled her hand away, there was blood. And Poe knew immediately, like, fuck, we've seen this before. And he watched her die. He took care of her, but he watched her die in front of him. And the whole while he was actually writing The Raven. And the day that she died, The Raven got published in the newspaper.
What was his name on South Park? Night.
Oh my fucking!
It was like Night.
I can't remember.
Night Crow or something like that. Like there's a reason why I took on the name Night Eagle was because of that South Park episode. Like, if you guys ever actually get on, like, please go look at Psycho Bunny Death Cult. Go look at Psycho Mantium. 13. If you ever see anything Psycho, if you ever see anything Night Eagle, that's me.
It is.
Because I'm like, this is dark and evil. I'm gonna put up Night Eagle.
So I figure I'll read a short poem of his.
Yeah, let's get more into this.
Annabelle Lee. You're right. Family marriage was very common back then, and in most cases kept money for property.
You could tell by the crooked teeth.
Hey, that doesn't count.
We got straight teeth.
Not really. My bottom teeth are not straight. I have too many teeth for my mouth.
I'm making reference to like the English royal family.
I know.
The fucked up teeth.
I know.
The light skin. The fact that they get scratched, they bleed out.
That's hemophilia.
No, it's major with them because they're very.
That's called hemophilia.
The royal family is very inbred. They die at the
All right.
We're getting on with this.
So Annabelle Lee, It was many and many years ago in the kingdom by the sea that a maiden there lived whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. She was a child and I was a child in this kingdom by the sea, but we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Annabel Lee. And with a love that winged seraphs in heaven coveted her and me. And this was the reason that long ago, in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud by night, chilling my Annabel Lee, so that her highborn kinsman came and bore her away from me to shut her up in a sepulchre in this kingdom by the sea. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, that is the reason, as all men know, in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of the cloud, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. But our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who were older than we, of many far wiser than we. And neither the angels in heaven above nor demons down under the sea can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabel Lee. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee, and the stars never rise but I see the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so, all night tide, I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride, in her sepulchre there by the sea, in her tomb by the sea. So he goes and sleeps in the cemetery.
Well,
Actually, he loved the cemetery.
well,
He actually proposed to a girl in a cemetery.
love the fact that he's a wordsmith.
Oh yeah.
There's few writers that are wordsmiths. I mean, obviously,
I love the twist that he can do.
Shakespeare. But it's actually rumored that Shakespeare was like 5 or 6 different people. But still, Shakespeare was a wordsmith. And,
I apparently missed a comment because yes, we have our Facebook and our blog RSS feeds available online now too. Oh yes. We are on Spotify. We are on iHeartRadio. You can find Mother de la Mort. You can find The Random Show and Roots Bleed Red. You can also find PBDC Band Book Club on there. We're also on Deezer, Spreaker, and yeah. So many. We're on like
Odd Mother
9.
is on Spotify and all
That's
that
what I
stuff.
said.
Yeah.
Mother de la Mort.
Yes.
That I love that one.
Yeah. Oh, I scratched you. Sorry.
Yeah, I know you can relate where you live. In fact, we're going to come down and visit you and Adam.
Last time
soon.
we went to visit Adam. Liz was like, "Hey, Raina lives like right there behind the wall." I was like,
I was like touching the
I
wall.
was like, we should go visit Raina, and like Liz was like, well, she's at work or she's busy or something like
Yeah.
that. I was like, well, let's go visit her.
Do you have any other stories?
I do have another story.
Okay.
But I'm taking a drink. A drink.
Oh god, this is a long poem. I'm not
So, cemetery soup.
gonna- I love that one.
On her way home from the market, the woman took a shortcut. Oh, shortcut. I can't read. I've been drinking. I had a beer or two. I'm not gonna lie. Local craft brew. I'm bending my finger. Coffee stout. This is what they gave me, and they filled it up to the brim. So I blame them if I'm buzzed because
Read, baby.
I had coffee stout.
Read, baby.
It's 8.5%. I
Read.
fucking love coffee stouts. I love stouts. Stouts are my favorite. So, cut through the cemetery. There, sticking up out of the ground, she saw a big bone. See the smile. She picked it up and looked over it carefully. This will make a very good soup bone. What the fuck? These are cannibals. She said,
Kuru's real, man.
Kuru is very real. Why the fuck would you be driving through a cemetery looking at a bone? Look, there's a bone sticking on the ground.
Sorry.
I wish it was a tongue. That's not a tongue. I'm gonna go ahead and like freaking put this bone in the soup.
Kingpin, the lady in the backseat.
Y'all better have that rent money ready.
I want to watch Kingpin tonight.
He's
I
like,
have to watch Kingpin.
I have your rent money tomorrow. He's
Yeah.
all throwing up.
In the end credits, she's in the back seat of the car. All
There's a big old shit cloud. There's a shit cloud coming. Everyone run. I fucking love that movie. I'm so sorry. Let me get back to this. We're all over the place.
Random show.
Random show. We're randomly all over the place. So this will make a very good soup bone. She said, I think I'll take it home. It's perfect weather for hot soup. That's a random fucking word. When she got home, the first thing she did was start up the soup. Into the big soup pot went water, carrots, green beans, corn, barley, onions, potatoes, a snitch of beef,
Hey,
and
Calvin.
salt and pepper, and the bone. She thought she brought it all to a boil, then brought it down to a simmer. Dear God, I'm not actually try this recipe. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's not go to a cemetery and pick up a bone though. For
I'm
it.
not picking up a bone. I'm gonna pick up a fucking cow shank or something like that. More like a lamb shank. Oh, we should do bass soup. I fucking love bass soup.
Basque.
Basque.
You said bass.
I am so sorry.
I was like, you don't like fish.
Yum, she said,
Yum.
sniffing it and tasting it. I can hardly wait till supper.
Sniffing
She
it and
said.
tasting it. She's all,
So just all up in her own business. All up in her own business. Anyway, so back to the point. Suddenly she heard a small voice. Please give me back my bone.
oh, we're doing this again.
I'm doing this again. The woman paid no attention. Soon she heard another the voice again. May I have my bone, please? I'm a little buzzed. The woman was reading the newspaper, and again she didn't take any notice. In a little while, the voice spoke up once more. It was beginning to sound angry. Give me back my bone. The woman kept on reading the paper. Some people are too impatient. She muttered once more. The voice spoke. Now it sounded very angry. And it was so loud, the whole house shook. I want my bone.
She's eating cemetery boner.
I can do black metal and death metal vocals easily. The woman reached into the pot, grabbed the bone, and threw it out the window. The voice just as loud as she shouted, "Take it!"
No, that's.
I know, but I had to do the black metal vocals.
But it was her, so
I
it
know.
was take it.
But I wanted to do the black metal vocals. So there you go. Cemetery soup. That was the end of it.
There was more.
Oh, there is. Oh shit.
There was more.
There was an eerie silence. Then the woman heard footsteps scurrying away from the house down.
It probably was the
Through
same
the cemetery.
fucker that lost his toe.
She got up and served herself some soup. Jesus fucking Christ. She served herself the soup after all this stuff happened.
It probably was the same fucker that lost his toe. You just sound like a Power Ranger.
I love Goldar. Goldar was my I fucking love okay, not to get technical, but our first season of Power Rangers
Was the
It was
seventh
like-
season.
is like the 7th or 8th season of the
Seventh.
Japanese they weren't called Power Rangers, but
So I got one more. It should be short enough. Spirits of the Dead by Edgar Allan Poe. Thy soul shall find itself alone mid dark thoughts of the gray tombstone, not one of all the crowd to pry into thine hour of secrecy. Be silent in that solitude which is not loneliness, for then the spirits of the dead who stood in life before thee are again, in death around thee, and their will shall overshadow thee. Be still. The night, though clear, shall frown, and the stars shall look not down from their light thrones in the heaven, with light like hope to mortals given, but their red orbs without beam to thy weariness shall seem as a burning and a fever which would cling to thee forever. Now our thoughts thou shalt not banish, now our visions never to vanish. From thy spirit shall they pass no more like dewdrop from the glass. The breeze, the breath of God is still, and the mist upon the hill, shadowy, shadowy, yet unbroken, is a symbol and a token how it hangs upon the tree, a mystery of mysteries.
I fucking love Poe.
Poe's my favorite.
I honestly can't read Poe. Like I can't.
I'll be Rita. I'll be Rita Repulsa.
I can't read Poe out loud, but if I'm reading him to myself, like it's comforting.
I love Poe.
It's very comforting, like to read Poe.
For the record, guys, I've read this entire book like over and over and over
Is that
again.
the one I bought you? That is the one I bought you.
No, this is the one I bought. And then I've had this one for a while. You bought me a Lovecraft one.
We should do Lovecraft next Saturday.
Oh god, his is harder than Poe sometimes.
Lovecraft is very hard to read.
Especially because he made up a whole entire language.
Well, he just read a whole entire language. It's just fucking nuts.
He's
very,
Cthulhu Fatagan. Cthulhu Fatagan.
He very much. It's about the very little minuscule detail. That's what Lovecraft is. It's like, can we just get to the giant squid monster that is a god and
That we totally have a poster of right there.
Can we please just do that? And he's all, no. We have to describe.
You must know everything.
You have to describe the ship. You have to describe the sweat on the guy's brow.
I need
He's
to
going
do
crazy. Mind you, he's going crazy. And then on top of that, what is going on with his backstory?
I still need to read Diddling Considered as one of the exact sciences.
Next Saturday. Actually, we have a
We could constantly do this, honestly.
It's spooky week for all of us.
So, oh, there we go. There's Mask of the Red Death. I got to save that for next time we're doing that. So, we have reached our time. We can go longer if you guys want.
I
am fucking hungry.
Raina said it.
What?
She said it way back in the comments.
Eat a cemetery boner?
No, she said other stuff.
Which one?
Oh, Stephen King.
I love Stephen King and I love Dean Koontz.
Oh, Russ!
Hey, Russ, what's up?
Where have you been? I'm going to bring this up right now. Russ, it's been a while.
How are you?
You were fucking awesome back in the... Where you been, man?
Back in the day?
Back in the day, Russ! It's been a minute. No joke, it's been a minute. I have not seen Russ on here in a minute.
So yeah, like, oh god, more Poe to come because he's my favorite. God, I love Stephen King. I love
more scary
Dean
stories.
Koontz. So I will say another story since we were talking a lot about like Halloween-y type stuff. In high school, I was reading Dean Koontz's book Phantoms. And okay, ADD moment. Holy shit, that's awesome!
Oh shit!
Hey,
God, Demon Bird.
You know what Stephen King says, right? I've got the heart of a boy in a jar on my desk.
One of the best things I ever saw was Stephen King pulling a Stan Lee in the sequel to It.
Yes.
He was the antiques.
I like that.
The pawn shop dealer.
But oh yeah, so before I forget my story and go ADD, I was reading Phantoms by Dean Koontz, and Dean Koontz is kind of from the area that I'm from, and so a lot of his stories actually started out in like Orange County.
It's similar like Layman.
Yeah. So
Layman's from Ohio. He originally was from Ohio. He was a librarian when he came out of high school, or went into college and also he became a librarian. He moved to California in the late 70s, and then
You can't see California without Marlon Brando's eyes.
see California without Marlon Brando's eyes. When he moved to California, though, he embraced it, like embraced every aspect of California. So the one thing at the time in California in the 70s was...
You're going to make me forget my story.
I'm so sorry real fast. Go ahead. I'll continue my story. I don't mean to do that.
I'm going to forget. So
You do
no,
yours, I'll do mine.
I was reading Phantoms, and I got locked out of the house. I don't know where the hell my mom went, but who fucking cares? I was locked out of the house. I was waiting to get picked up by somebody anyway. And it was a gloomy day. It was really, really overcast. And I sat down by the tree and continued reading Phantoms. And I got to the part, it's not very far in the book, where they go into this town. And they came out from California and they went into this one town. And the town was like empty. Like there's all kinds of fucked up shit going on. They got into the house and their parents' house, like the maid, it looked like she had been hit with the bubonic plague. Like she was bloated and just, ugh, right? So like I'm all, oh, this is getting creepy. So like they're walking around the town and there's a part where they walk into the bakery and there's hands that look like they were chopped off right at the wrist, and they were still clenching the rolling pin. And then they hear a ding, and they turn around to look in the oven, and it's the heads of the severed heads of the bakers. And I'm not going to ruin, if you guys haven't read the story, I'm not going to ruin for you like what's going on in there. It's just he actually adds history into this book, and I really wish there was a better rendition of the movie. The movie wasn't bad, but I think they should totally redo the movie now with the kind of animation like that we can do now.
Well, the one thing I've actually seen with Layman, like Layman never got a book. He never got he got a book. He never got a movie. He never got a movie made of his stuff, but the closest he ever got was it was Slither. Slither was like actually close to one of his books, where they kind of did the same.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
That is so cool.
Read it real fast.
Oh, so Damon Baird says, I was reading Thinner. Then someone asks, how's the book? I look up, or I said, good so far. When I looked up, there he sat and talked for 45 minutes.
That's fucking rad.
That is so cool. I'm like fangirling out for you.
He's like reading like the book by himself. All of a sudden, like Stephen King walks up and was
that
like,
is so cool.
"How's that book going right there, buddy?"
Dude,
And then like,
it's a good thing you didn't say I fucking hate it.
bro, I'm trying to like read this book. He's like, "Oh my fucking god! How are you doing, bro? Is there a clown there? There's no clowns near right now, right?
Why are we on a turtle?
Why is there a turtle right now?
What
Are we going interdimensional and there's a fucking Lovecraftian beast on the other side here?
is your car gonna attack me?
Is there a giant fucking dog right now?
It's
Wait a second. Is there a cycle of the moon?
No, nobody's gonna try to speak to me. I don't have The Shining. I don't.
Exactly.
I do not have The Shining.
Exactly.
Oh,
Stop. I'm about to pass out.
I probably wouldn't have even known what to say. The first time I met
on freaking
Slayer, I was all
on fucking no, Sam. Sons of Anarchy, where it was Stephen King. He did his guest appearance on there. Like, I had no reason for Stephen King to do a guest appearance on Sons of Anarchy.
He liked the show.
He loved the show. Yeah, exactly. He loved the show. And like on the second or third season, it was the third season. But he showed up as the guy who freaking like liquefied bodies. That's what.
Yes,
that's all he did.
Yes, that was
like,
so great.
And then like when he's coming out, he's all, "Is there any evidence?" He's all, "What are you talking about?" Like it was like this is so Stephen King.
When they had him show up, I was like, oh my god!
He's gonna melt that body with mine.
Oh man. Oh, go ahead. I'm so sorry. You said it already.
No, it was just Layman. Like actually, when he came over from Ohio, he took a love of California and actually like loved it like so much that he actually went camping. He did everything he could in the state, like everything he could in the state. And like when I was reading his books in my late 20s, I already been to like Los Angeles a million times. Up and down like Hollywood Boulevard, like especially like Endless Night. One of his, oh my god, Endless Night is like one of his best fucking novels ever. It takes place following a serial killer group of serial killers who pick a family at random once a month throughout the United States and murders them and does whatever they have to do to them.
Does some things,
some fucked up things, and he does not censor himself one bit.
Lots of things.
It follows them, and then I happened to go see a show in Los Angeles, and I'm like reading off all the places in Los Angeles where like he's Hollywood especially. I was like, holy shit.
I regret to say that I have not been to Hanneman's grave yet.
I think he's in Los Angeles. He's
in Orange County.
Oh.
I know where he is. I haven't had the opportunity to do it yet.
He's going off on like all these places in Hollywood, and as I'm like, we're going to one of the shows, I was like, holy shit, this is the hotel he's talking about right here. This is this other place he's talking about right here. He actually used like real landmarks in his books. It was amazing.
Yeah. Well, have you ever read From the Corner of His Eye? Dean Koontz.
I never got into it.
Oh,
even though Dean Koontz was one of his friends, I never got into his books. But aside from his movies,
oh god, I love Dean Koontz.
Love Dean Koontz movies.
There's From the Corner of His Eye, and then there was oh god, the one I'm trying to think of. Why can't I think of the name?
The Girl Next Door. If you've ever seen The Girl Next Door, dear God, it actually does not hold back. Even in the movie, The Girl Next Door is actually based on a real real life event, true story. And Dean Koontz, the movie, The Girl Next Door, does not hold back one bit, but it's pretty fucking amazing. Like it's a good story because people get their just desserts at the end of it.
Well,
where are you looking at right now?
I'm trying to remember the name of the book. I know there's From the Corner of His Eye, but there's one that From the Corner of His Eye is really fucking good. There's one that I mean he references Big Bear a lot, but there was one where he's referencing Big Bear and he's referencing how the conditions are while you're driving up that mountain, where some of the big rigs they just don't give a shit and they'll run you off the road.
I was one of those guys trying to Big Bear and like Arrowhead at one time.
Yeah. Well, it describes everything about it. Everything.
I was so used to driving the canyon near us, which is the Kern Canyon, Kern River Canyon, and it's pretty fucking deadly. More so deadly than any other spot in California. And going at like Lake Arrowhead, I was like, I'm gonna pop this to the speed fucking shift. And
I'm talking about big. He's talking about Big Rig was going up.
Yeah.
And it took a car off the road, and they rolled down, and they landed, but they landed in some water.
The mountains in California are actually pretty steep. The cliffs, everything like that, like it's actually pretty fucking steep here. So I don't think you're gonna find it. Dean Koontz. What?
It's not Strange Highways. Whatever. It's fine. I will remember it one day and I will post it.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah. Anyway, we totally rambled and
we rambled on for a minute.
We love you guys. Remember, go like and follow Psycho Bunny Death Cult, Psycho Bunny DC, Psychomantium 13, Inner Demon / Seer Studio Promotions. I think I got that right. I don't know why I always mess that up.
Real fast. Dear God, you guys, all of our fans, you guys have really like come together for Psycho Man 213.
Thank you
And
so
Psycho
much.
Bunny Death Cult, Psycho Bunny DC, and Psycho Bunny Death Cult. Like, our fan base is like actually really growing.
Thank you guys. We
Pretty
really
fucking
love it.
awesome. Like, I fucking
Um,
love it.
And then also, check out WLFEDB Radio Network. And then on top of it, Frank and I, The Random Show, if you type in The Random Show, Psycho Bunny Death Cult, or The Random Show Frank and Liz, we will pop up on Spotify. We are also on iHeartRadio and Spreaker, Deezer, and a few other ones. Mother de l'Amour is also on every one of the ones that I just mentioned.
Go check her out. She is amazing.
And then we also have the Band Book Club on there. So it's PBDC Band Book Club.
Hi, Calvin.
Hey, Calvin. Hell, we family now. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
We have avenues for you to listen to us like
You can listen to us.
randomly because
You can
we have
listen
the
to
random
this
show.
lovely voice. I laugh at myself.
Every one of our shows we put up on like Spotify. Every one of our shows like
And then
Mother all of them.
through WLFEDB, Roots Bleed Red is also on Spotify.
Yep.
So it has been a wonderful time with
Real
you guys
fast.
tonight.
Real fast. Make sure if you go look up the random show on Spotify because there's a million random shows. Make
I
sure
just
it's
said that.
with the random show Liz and Frank.
Or Psycho Bunny Death Cult.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got you.
Play it again.
I wanted to do the one Natalie made us.
Do both. So we're doing a couple things real fast. We're taking off here.